What's up YouTube, it's TV here. Today we are on our way to Dorney Park in Allentown, Pennsylvania, and I'm with Will. It's been a while, and he'll be with me for my third visit again. So right now it is currently almost 7 o'clock in the morning. I had to take an early morning bus from Albany, so that was like a good two-hour bus ride. But the thing was, it didn't even feel like 2 hours because there was no traffic at all on the thruway, so that was like smooth sailing. And I got like no sleep at all, which is not good, but I'm awake and we're gonna have a Dorney Park day. Now before that, we got ourselves bagels, and I mean Jersey bagels. No, not upstate New York bagels, folks. Jersey bagels. They are huge, like the same as what you would get in New York City. I got a bacon, egg, and Swiss on an everything bagel, and it is amazing. And this is the place we're at, Everything Bagel, right off Route 17 in Paramus, New Jersey. I've been here multiple times. This is by far, in my opinion, probably the best bagel place in the state of New Jersey. It is hands down one of the best I've ever had.
Recommend it.
Will has got the Taylor ham, egg, and American cheese.
Yeah.
Most people put American cheese on their bagels. Me, I cannot stand the aftertaste. It's just a texture thing for me, and it's just fake cheese.
Personally, it's the only time I could have American cheese, but I mean, American cheese on Taylor ham is fine by me, but hey, it's good to have as breakfast.
Oh, absolutely.
Probably the best breakfast.
And we're taking our sweet time because we don't have to be in Dorney until like 10:30 or 11, and like, it's like 4 hours away until like pretty much opens, so.
Literally.
All right, we are entering the Delaware River and about to enter Pennsylvania. So that was not bad for traffic in New Jersey for once. I was actually quite surprised, because typically on I-80 you would get a lot of traffic like in the morning, and I-78 even sometimes you would get a lot of traffic, but we got pretty lucky.
Look what's going to be on the right.
And now,
welcome to
pursue your happiness. Welcome to Pennsylvania.
The second on the
The park doesn't open until around like 10:30 or 11s, but we still have plenty of time to chill, so we're probably just going to make a couple of pit stops in the Lehigh County region, so we'll see what we're going to do from there. Alright everybody, so like I said, the park is not open yet, but here is Dorney Park, and immediately there is the brand new Iron Menace B&M dive coaster for 2024. And there is Possessed, Steel Force, Dominator. I even see parts of the water park too for once too. And Talon's over there, so let's hope what's gonna bring today. Alright guys, we just made it to Dorney Park, and say goodbye to Monster. I never got a chance to ride that. Huge rip. Now it's a picnic area. And now, this is actually new, Steel Yard. This is themed to the brand new Iron Menace. Right next to Possess, and that's where Stinger used to be, which was a Vekoma inverted boomerang. That thing is massive. Oh, I wouldn't say massive, but like bigger in person, I'll say. I've been seeing a lot of POVs. People are saying that Talon's actually going to be better than that, but I don't know yet. Who knows? That incline loop, though, that's gotta be something. About to do front row on Iron Menace. I just did the backseat, and I gotta tell you, that was really cool. I'm not gonna go in detail just yet, but after my front row ride, I'll talk more about my experience on Iron Menace. That's what's up. That's what's up. This is our second ride with doing it in front. Alright guys, so we just did one ride on Possess. I was in second to last seat. That thing never gets old with that vertical spike. That thing is so violent, I always get ejected out of my seat. This still might be my second favorite ride in the park, to be honest. Now, Iron Menace. Let me tell you about this thing. Back row was fantastic, especially going down 95 degrees. That was really insane. I also loved the first loop, and I also really like what's called the incline loop. And I gotta tell you, that incline loop was mental. Like, I was speechless to that thing.
When the gates open, please remember to secure those articles and put them in the bin. When you enter the train, please secure your seatbelt before pulling down the train.
Alright everybody, we're going to be doing a food review today at Dorney Park. Today is the flatbread pizza from the Iron Mill, which is literally right by Iron Menace, and I'm really looking forward to give this a whirl. So, this is what it looks like. Flatbread, cheese, and sauce, so. Average. Not terrible, not the greatest either. Kind of reminds me of like maybe, kind of like a wannabe Pizza Hut but frozen. I'd rate this probably a 6 out of 10 maybe, being a little generous. Other than that, not bad. I really like the place. So Will here is eating mac and cheese from the Iron Mill, and what do you think of the mac and cheese?
So I know you're not a fan of it, but I actually enjoy it.
And Brett wasn't a fan either, apparently.
It's not very good, I'm sorry. It's tolerable, but like, it's one of the weaker mac and cheese.
Yeah, and also, to be honest, I find a lot of mac and cheeses to be very picky for me because I only like a certain kind pretty much. Stouffer's and my mom's recipe.
Because like, it's not very flavorful. Flavors are not there. So, yeah, I'm not a huge fan.
Alright, we are at one of the gift shops right by Iron Menace, and they already have some Iron Menace merch. They even have a Thunderhawk shirt. They got Hydra, like way over there. They also got more designs of Iron Menace. I really like this one actually with the vertical drop. That one's pretty cool. Love that Steel Force shirt too. Nice. Alright, we're about to do the whip now, and this is Dorney Park's one of the oldest rides there. This is how old, Will?
It's been around since 1920.
Wow, so 104 years old this year. What a classic. Next attraction is going to be Dominator, and I haven't had that credit yet. This is one of the SNS free towers I haven't experienced yet. So, do you have or have not been on this yet, Brett?
Not. So it's my first time.
Downside is the red side is open.
Oh, wow. So the drop side is closed, but launch is open. Oh, well. All right, we're about to do Thunderhawk now. This is its 100th anniversary as well, and I noticed that they did a little bit something different with your trains. So hopefully it's going to be a little better than last time, because last time when I was on Thunderhawk, it was nothing special. Could be better. I mean, like, it definitely needs more positive G's in my opinion. Well, Thunderhawk faulted, unfortunately, so we ended up being kicked off Thunderhawk. So hopefully we can do another ride on it later, though, even though I wasn't the greatest fan of Thunderhawk for most of my ride experience on it, but it isn't my favorite wooden coaster, and it's probably one of my least favorite PTCs. Though I wouldn't say it's the worst thing in the world. I've definitely ridden worse coasters. Alright, we're about to do Meteor now, and the last couple of times I was at Dorney Park, Meteor was closed. And Meteor, I hear, is like never reliable at all. Is that true, Will?
Unfortunately.
Wow. So like literally most times when you go, it's closed.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm surprised it's still there.
Me too, honestly. Yeah, about Meteor. Never got to ride it. It faulted. Alright guys, after waiting like a good 25 minutes in the pouring rain, I'm finally riding Hydra. Here it goes. Right into that 0G roll. Jojo roll. Ooh! I didn't expect it to turn on the light feature. That's pretty cool. Alright guys, just got off Talon. I gotta tell you, Talon, not bad. Though I will say, it was quite brutal in the rain. I am drenched. Alright, so we're back in line for Iron Menace, and now we have Griffin. How you doing today?
Doing good.
It has been a good while, so the last time we saw you was back in January.
Yeah.
When we went to ride Brava.
Yeah.
And what did you think of Brava last time?
It was fun for what it was.
Oh yeah. Round 3 of Iron Menace, are you two ready?
Yeah.
Let's do this.
Yeah.
This time we're in front row again.
2, 1.
You guys are all clear. Another fantastic ride here on Steel Horse.
Clear right, Brett.
You guys are all clear. Now you're ready to do the 5 of 1 top of Steel Horse.
Have fun, guys. I will be in front row on Steel Force now. Let's see how it is today on the Steel Force.
Once your train has come to a forward-moving stop, our passengers should be watching for someone new. Make sure to take any items you may have left and we'll follow them out today.
Alright guys, I just got off Steel Force in the front row and that was ridiculous. Especially towards the end of the ride where those last airtime moments, that was so violent. I was even having a lot of positive G's in the Helix section too. This is so underrated.
That is violent.
Yeah, I bet it was. How was it for you guys?
Closer and closer to Mamba.
Closer and closer to Mamba, you say?
For all the viewers watching this at home, car 1, row 3 is all I'll say.
Yeah, Brett was not kidding about that. That is one of my all-time favorite seats on Steel Force, and I might even proud to say that might be a magic seat, just like Magnum. Alright guys, so after taking a little break of Iron Menace, we're now going to head back to Thunderhawk. Thunderhawk faulted on us earlier, and then I saw riders on it earlier, so let's hope for a ride this time. Alright, I'm finally get to ride Thunderhawk now, all because earlier the ride faulted on us. And they added some new features to the trains where they added the Hulk and the 100th anniversary. So that's pretty cool to see. You guys ready for Thunderhawk?
Somehow.
Let's just hope it won't get faulted this time. Right, Brett?
Yeah.
Wow, guys, so Meteor apparently reopened, but that thing is very unreliable. But luckily, so far, I've ridden the Aero 360 at Kennywood. I thought that was pretty solid. I haven't ridden Dorney Park yet, and each time I was there, it was always closed. But there it is. All right, we are re-entering Iron Menace. Let's go check out the theming. No wait as of around 6:15. Alright, to end off our day at Dorney Park, we did multiple rides on Steel Force in the rain, and it was unbelievable. Steel Force was even better than I remember, and I even heard they even did something with the trim brake system. Is that true, Will?
They used a new ride system, so partially it's for the trims, but they also did something where when you're at the top of the lift, it doesn't slow down. Just going.
Yeah, it felt so much faster than before, and the ejector moments was just a lot more violent than I remember too. It was crazy.
Because he did the same thing to Mamba as well. The sped up also got rid of the slowdown at the top, and also turned off the mid course completely. So. Also,
And
my hair looks awful, Jesus.
Oh, me too, man. I'm a big mess, and I had no hoodie.
We got washed today.
And what did you all think of Iron Menace today?
Great.
Yeah.
I think it's a very underrated B&M dive coaster.
I think it's.
I kid you not, it was so good.
I rode it 2 weeks ago.
I thought
and it was
the
pretty
theming.
good.
They did great with it.
They did.
I have to give it to them. And
Yeah.
they came up with a great idea for it too. Like to theme it to something that's like one of the things Pennsylvania is known for, haunted coal mines, and then
nice.
they make it rusty. That made it like a theme of an abandoned roller coaster. But Iron Menace, it's like my mind is blown.
Yeah, I was
By the
quite
theming.
surprised. Not only I was surprised by the theming, but I was also surprised with the amount of positive G's, especially on that incline loop. That is my favorite inversion on that, folks. That thing is ridiculous.
Can I say my thoughts?
Yes.
So I rode it 2 weeks ago, back in April, and my thoughts stay the same. Is it my favorite ride in the park? No. It's not even second favorite, but it's fun. Theming's really nice, and also my ride for that pulled 4.4 Gs, but it's also not the smoothest. That final jolt, ugh, kind of chaotic, but it's fun.
And Griffin, how was your day at Dorney today?
It was great. Like it was rainy, but it's amusement park weather.
Oh yeah, and it was open the whole entire day too. We got to have drenched rides on Hydra, Steel Force. It was crazy.
Yeah, huge props to Dorney Park and their lenient weather policy. That's,
Yes.
This has
I
been
like
my
that.
favorite day at the park so far, and I've always thought Steel Force was the best roller coaster at Dorney, and I still think that.
I think it is too. That's still my favorite there. But it isn't my favorite hyper coaster, but it's really up there. It might even be higher in my rankings now. I don't know where to put it yet, but... Well guys, Dorney Park has come to an end, and I gotta tell you, it was a great time. Despite being in the rain for the whole entire day, we managed to do everything, and I never in my entire life ever had to wait in like 25 to 30 minutes for a coaster in the pouring rain. But that was because there were so many school groups that day. I forgot to mention about my ride on Dominator. Now Dominator, in my opinion, is actually pretty solid. Now also, this was the first time in my life, in a while, that I ever got to see an SNS drop tower without the waist strap, because SNS mandated it for most of their SNS models since like 2019. They did it with Scream at New England, they did it with Sasquatch, they even did it with Downtime at Lake Compounds. Pretty much all of them, but I don't know if Dorney's is going to have it eventually or something, but I seriously hope not. And on that drop when I experienced Dominator, despite it actually open as I was in the red side, I will have to say, very solid. It's actually one of my favorite SNS drop towers out there. Very solid drop, and it definitely puts Sasquatch to shame. Thunderhawk, nothing special. I mean, I got airtime on it, but there are some sections of the ride that definitely need some work. A little more track work in my eyes. It is a bit rough, but not as rough as many people claim it out to be, but it's definitely not the greatest out there. I'd probably put in like C tier at most for Thunderhawk. Trying to be generous, but there are way better PTCs out there. It was great meeting up with Griffin again. Brett also got to spend time at Dorney Park for the whole entire day as well. And I also got to meet up with a couple of new enthusiasts I've never met before. And it was a great time meeting them too. So I'm going to end it off right here, folks. Hopefully I can go back to Dorney sometime this year. If not, definitely next year. Thanks for watching, guys. Please comment and subscribe below. And as always, peace out and stay tuned for more coming soon.